Hey, Shalom Akim, Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Kwakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostle of great millstone who rule well. This is Brother Menashe DC came with a short lesson. Yes, like Yakim. Yeah, so you see, man, this sanction stuff is no joke. So, I believe you may have seen the video already, but just, how it affects a business. And you just gotta understand, man, the elite, mean what they say when they know that when they say that they want Iran to comply, with their desires, to give in to their, you know, to their authority, because this Edomites, man, especially the tribe of Amalek, they want they want Iran to submit. But at the end of the day, man, it's gonna be tough, man. A lot of businesses will have to shut down because they can't get the materials and the service that they need, because businesses, man, they have all types of relationships, man, from one country to the next, you know from one locality to the next. So it's just a headache for those that have a business. It doesn't matter if it's an online business, if you have a software provider from a different country, and whoever is supplying another component of your software is from Iran, you screwed up. So that brings things into the into the slow lane, man. People lose their investments because the elites want total control. All right, so I'll play this video real quick.
Some people need a cup or 10 just to wake up in the morning. For others, it's a way to come together. For the people here who make the coffee, they say it's the perfect marriage of art and science.
Because of the sanctions, they don't work with Iran. They send coffees to Dubai or Turkey, and we get it from there. We buy them at the most fresh time of their life, but we get them like 7 or 8 months later.
You know what that means? They have to smuggle stuff. They have to do things under the table. That's how the black market makes a lot of profit. Because of sanctions. But the small businesses that need it, they had it's hard for them to get the capital. So this how unemployment goes through the roof, because the authorities, Esau, the elites, they want total control. All right, so this is part of prophecy, and it's one thing, they put sanctions on other countries, and then jobs have to go overseas because they can't deal with it no more, man. Yeah, because these sanctions are no joke, man. When you talk about sanctions, man, it's dangerous, man. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 3. Alright, so this is just a warning, man, to our people, especially those of the house of Israel. Alright, so it says, I'll just get straight to the point. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Alright? And then it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So all these so-called coffee shops, man, they're a nice place to gather, just like Starbucks, to meet up with people, to talk, have business propositions and investments, meet up with family members. But when you have all these sanctions, man, they have to adapt. They have to go into a different avenue, of how to do things. They have to invest locally, to do things, that are so simple. They got to go develop their own components, all right? And that stuff is going to be so difficult. So you're going to feel the strain, you're going to feel the stress, you're going to be stressed out sometimes because you, if you feel like you're being strangled. Yeah, it's not just coffee shops, man. You have companies that supply medical devices and medication and well, you name it, parts for vehicles, parts for computers. Research. Everything gets slowed down, man. So that's how Esau's able to have control over a nation, man. People that need to travel, they can't go to certain places, they can't do certain things because the companies are being handcuffed, man. That's exactly what it is, man. You're being held hostage. That's what it means to get sanctioned, man. You're being blocked off. It's like an embargo. It's basically an embargo. So you just gotta be extra careful, man. With Esau, man, because he has all kinds of tricks up his sleeves.
It's become very difficult, but it is interesting for us because we have to innovate. It's a challenge, and I like challenges. When I compare myself to people who have businesses abroad, I feel I'm doing better here because they can do whatever they want, but we must invent things here.
Coffee is a dark drink, but it creates light in your head. Sanctions will stop someday, I hope. But till that day, there's a lot to do.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to, man. You just gotta understand what it means, man. You know, just fast forward. Yeah, man. So this is actually, trial and tribulations they gotta go through. We gotta go through the same thing too, cause you got Jakes in Iran too, that this sanction affects. You got Jakes in Somalia, you got Jakes in Sudan, Jakes in Venezuela, everywhere around the world, man. So these sanctions, when the Esau implements them, it affects the poor. Now people are under the curses. So just imagine, how their lives will be, man. So just you know, have faith in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, the sanctions that are start affecting you in these last days, just pray that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai strengthen your spirit to deal with it, man, because you got to go through that fire. At the end of the day, you be glad that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, delivered you because you remain faithful unto the end. People sell out, because they can't take the heat no more. So just make sure that, that whatever you're going to go through in these last days, man, make sure that, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is on your mind, man. That you don't break under pressure, The scripture talks about, if he who in those last days, man, that's not able to endure to the end, his faith is small, So you gotta have faith, man, like a mustard seed. Pray that the Lord gives you the courage to accept, the this burden of doing the work, because you need to be purified, man, to make it unto the end. All right. So that Akim is about it. Hope you've edified. So I say Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Gid, restore rule well, and Akim, the know of Ba'Shem Yahushua, sincerity and truth. Just have faith, man. You're gonna have a tough time in these last days, especially during the implementation of the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. So just make sure you know that you get right with the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, it's going to be tough, man. All right, Shalom.